Well, hello there. Let me fix this a little bit. I'm back to explain what it is that I'm going to be applying to my Slimming World eating plan that's going to help me keep my macros where they should be for my age, for my weight, and my height. I mentioned in my previous video, if you got to watch it, that I was going to be using the Slimming World formula in order to do that, because it's very, very easy to do. It does not require me to track. The only time I've ever had my macros where they should be is when I did Nutrisystem, because what I actually used to do is track in NutriCheck, because I'd be giving out information in addition to the Nutrisystem. I gave Weight Watchers points, I gave bites, and I gave calories. So I was automatically tracking in there and not using the Nutrisystem app. Instead, I used the NutriCheck. And so one day I discovered, wow, my macros are right where they need to be. So there's a reason for that. This is a very simple formula to follow if you're interested in doing it. This is what I'm going to be applying to my Slimming World plan. Okay, according to Nutrisystem, they have what's called Power Fuels, which is just your protein, and Smart Carbs, which is just your carbs. So for our purposes, I'm going to refer to it as a carbohydrate and a power fuel. Now, what is a carbohydrate in the Slimming world? It is macaroni, it's rice, it's basically all of your free foods, because they don't count peas, corn, butternut squash. I think pumpkin is also high in carbs. And some of the fruits like bananas, kiwis, pineapples, mangoes, those would be considered higher in sugar and higher in carbs. So those are also free foods. So what I'm going to have to do is pay attention to, when I eat these things, all of the fruit and all of the proteins and free foods, and track them accordingly in my mind when I make my plate. Does that make much of a difference for Slimming World's plan for me? No, not really. I'm just going to be mindful of that. Whenever I eat a carb, I pair it with a protein. That's the most critical part for me in my macros, what I'm finding. And that's what Slimming World teaches you to do. You start your day with a protein. That's a snack. For your lunch, you have a protein and a carb. For your afternoon snack, you have a protein and a carb. For your dinner, you have 3 proteins and a carb. And your vegetables, your non-starchy vegetables, are all unlimited. You don't track those at all. And then your snack at night is a protein and a carb. Really simple. So keeping these foods to 80 to 120 calories each. And again, I am really not going to be counting calories, but I know what a portion is. Slimming World tells us what a portion is. That's really easy to do. The most important thing is for me to pair these things accordingly, and to count my fruits as a carbohydrate. My beans will be a carbohydrate because I'm not doing vegetarian. I'm also eating animal protein and fish protein, seafood, like that. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And I think that it's going to balance me out throughout the day, because it's very important when you have night eating issues to eat enough during the day, which some people have pointed out that I shouldn't do intermittent fasting, which if I do a window of 12 hours, which someone my age is really, it's suggested 10 to 12 hours, it's not a problem for me. Because when I did Nutrisystem in past, I would go and start my day with a shake at 11 a.m. Now, will I eat a shake and a bar every day? No, that's a separate thing. If I have a bar, I usually can be tracked as a carbohydrate and a protein, because that's what I used to do with my bars. So let's say in the afternoon I want a snack, and I'm just going to have this bar. Now, on what Slimming World plan, I would just simply call that my second healthy extra B, because I am in maintenance mode. I put myself there to take some pressure off of me. So I don't think any of this is going to be an issue, but I do always like to be honest and upfront with you and let you know what I'm doing and the reasons why. So I'm going to give it a shot. It's going to be an experiment, part of it. And the other part of it is just going to be me trying to get control of myself at night with my eating, like going to bed earlier, shutting the TV off and reading. That's a goal that I have. I want to read the shift, and I have not been able to do that because I watch too much TV at night. And watching my new binge show, which is Murdoch Mysteries, is also keeping me up longer. So I need to cut that out. I need to do my best to cut that out. I also would like to stop eating at 8 p.m. 7 isn't realistic for me. 8 is good. That's possible because if I'm at work, I eat my last thing at 7. And I would, instead of having an afternoon snack, I'm going to go with a dinner on my days of work before I go. And then I can have my snack in the evening, which will be yogurt and a fruit. It could be yogurt and a cheese stick. Cheese stick and a fruit. However you like to combine it, it works in terms of putting your macros in order, my macros in order. So that was all I wanted to tell you in this video. I want to thank you all very much for all of your support. This has been a rough time for me, as for many people. I mean, I see Weight Watchers people now looking at macros and calories. I've never seen that before from people that are really avid Weight Watcher people who lost a lot of weight. But again, the plan is good until the plan doesn't work. Slimming World is my plan. The plan is working. I'm not working. There are reasons for that. You know, some of us really do need to have our meals balanced more than others. When I was young and then, none of that mattered. It matters a lot more now than then. I also need to make sure I get my protein in. I don't do that if I'm eating beans and a potato for lunch. I love beans and a potato. It's not bad to have it once in a while, but it cannot be a regular thing on my menu if I want to lose weight. That's just the fact. And I have to accept that. That's not a bad thing. It's much better to be feeling in control. I do always enjoy my food. That's not an issue at all. You know, eating too much corn, too much peas, if it's not balanced. You can eat all those things. I can eat all those things, but I need to have them balanced. So stay tuned if you want to hang around. I hope you do. And we'll see how I do with this. I'll probably have Nutrisystem meals more on my days off because on my days of work. And I'm probably, if I'm going to do a day of Nutrisystem, again, within the Slimming World realm, because I have a lot of different foods. I would still be having a snack, which is a whole food snack. And I'm trying to think, the afternoon snack, yeah, that would be whole foods, even on Nutrisystem. Those you have to buy. But we'll see how it goes, because I don't want to be making videos about Nutrisystem. I have over 300 of them. This is not about Nutrisystem. This is about me remaining on Slimming World, my lifestyle plan. That's what I'm calling it, because to me, it's the closest thing that I can ever get to a lifestyle change that I am anxious to do. I just need to tweak it a little bit. That's all. I know I totally threw the rules out the window with my shake, but you know what? Again, how many people out there did not succeed on a plan because they didn't make some changes that they really needed to make for themselves and still lose their weight and maintain their loss? I'm not going to throw a plan out the window because I want to shake every day. Could I sin it? Yes, but then I want to leave my sins for the end of the day. And I don't need to sin. I don't need to have almond milk as a healthy extra A for 53 calories. That doesn't even make sense to me when we're talking about calcium. I'm still getting my calcium. So again, I hope I haven't touched a nerve with anyone about my shake. I apologize in advance if I have. But this is something I feel strongly I have to do right now. Right now. That doesn't mean forever. Okay? So thank you again for having watched. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. That would help me out a lot. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like what you saw, as I've already said, I'm repeating myself. What I meant to say is if you have any questions or you want to share how you're doing, I always love to hear about how you're doing. Please leave me a comment. And I'm going to send you the hugs now. I'm going to ask you to do something really good for yourself today because you're important and worth it. And you need to do that to take care of other people. And I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to ask you to stay well. And I will see you again soon, my YouTube family. Thanks for watching.